standards, I dare you to. What's competition? Come show me proof. This God flow, this Jesus Christ. That say a prayer before I sleep at night. I'm still sinning, don't be offended. My dick intended for a Spanish wife. This chest home and I checkers, niggas ain't playing with you. No action figures, what I'm supposed to do.
Hey guys, this is your boy Dino aka DRP here and welcome back to another video to my channel. And today guys, yes, as you can see from the title, I'm gonna go ahead and do my DRP anime review. I am so sorry, it took me a while to do this DRP anime review. Why? Because one, there was quite a lot of episodes of this anime. As you guys know that I'm reviewing, you know, the anime Diamond No Ace. It had a lot more episodes than I thought, and obviously with how my schedule is every day, it's really hard for me to have time to watch this anime on, you know, outside of YouTube. The time when I have the most times is during Saturday and Sundays, which is like my days off. That's the only time that I have, you know, some sort of you know, out time YouTube, you know, time outside of YouTube to watch these episodes. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, it took a while. But so yeah, this is the next anime that I'll be reviewing now that I finished the series. There's currently 2 seasons only to this, and they have apparently confirmed the 3rd season. The manga is still going, from what I know. If I might be wrong though, but I can remember seeing it on a site or someone talking about how the 3rd season has been confirmed, which I'm actually very excited for. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about this, guys. So now, as you guys know, I split, you know, these review into 5 categories, guys. So I'll be talking about the story, the art, the sound. When I say sound, I talk about background sound, opening, ending, sound, music, and the sound of the voice actors. So those are like, this is what I mean by sound. So story, art, sound, characters, and enjoyment. And then after I cover all of these 5 areas, I just go ahead and give you an overall score. So without further ado, let's get to the first category, being story. So let's get right to it, guys. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the story, guys. I'm going to say the story is pretty straightforward. We basically see the journey of the protagonist being Asian Sawamura. Sawamura, that's his name right here. And he wants to become like a really good pitcher. He wants to become the ace pitcher. So we follow his journey basically as he grows and develops his skill in the team that he is, as you can see in the poster, being Sedo. So he basically, in order to become the ace of Sedo, basically, which is a really famous high school baseball team, basically he moves away from his hometown to join this school, because it's such a high prestigious school and it's got a lot of facilities for baseball. And he just joins the team. He actually starts following, you know, training. He develops his skills during matches and practice matches and whatnot. And what makes Asian so unique to the other pitchers is that when he does throw, you know, when he does his, like, the only ball he throws is a fastball. But every time he throws his fastball, his fastball actually moves. So it's a moving fastball. Problem is, he doesn't know which direction the ball is gonna throw, because it's happened like a few times in like the first 4 or 5 episodes. You notice that the ball is moving really fast. Not that the ball is moving fast, but it moves. Or it's kind of like a moving fastball, as they will call it in the anime. So it's really hard for the batter to, you know, predict where it's gonna go. You know, if the pitcher doesn't know where it's gonna go, the batter is not gonna go where. No, but the batter is not gonna go. It's not gonna know where it's gonna go. So he's just got a really unique pitching form, I guess, and he uses that to grow and become better in the high school baseball team. But at the same time, it's not just Sawamura's journey that we see. We basically get a glimpse of how high school baseball is in general in Japan, if you think about it, because the things that they show in these episodes as a story is, I guess it maybe gives like, yeah, like I said, it probably gives a realistic stance on how high school baseball is in Japan, and it definitely takes time to progress. You would notice it in the storyline. It takes time to progress because obviously they don't focus on just Samura. Yes, Samura is the protagonist of the series, but there's basically the entire team of Seido and their players as well. So they definitely give spotlight to other players amongst the team as well. So it's one of those, you know how I reacted to Haikyuu, and then there's Haikyuu, there's Kuroko no Baskets. Those sports animes also do the same. They don't just focus on the protagonist being Hinata or Kuroko. They focus on, or Kagami for that sake. For that fact, in Kuroko no Basket, they focus on other players as well, you know. And it's like I said, it takes time to progress. And the thing is, with Samura, we don't really start to see him grow as a potential ace pitcher until about 10 episodes or so later on. So 10 episodes in, you start to notice to see him improve. Like I said before, those 12 episodes, it took him a while. And because when he joins Seido, you definitely notice how it takes him a lot of time to get to the place that he is in right now. And this story also shows a lot of relationships within the baseball team between Samura and his teammates, and he also has like a mentor as well, who's also a baseball player, but he did injure his arm because he didn't exercise himself properly or something. He just really worked it up a bit too much. So he's always like his mentor right there always gives him the best advice, and you get to see the relationship between Samura and his mentor as well. I think his name is Chris Senpai, or at least that's what Samura calls him, but his name is Chris, and you get to see the relationship between them. And although like I said, Samura is the main character, as in the protagonist of the series, but the thing that I like about the series is that the story progresses. Well, as the story progresses, the other characters that are introduced, you could tell that the focus isn't always on Samura. They're always at least a focus on at least one of the characters in each moment. Like I said, they always focus at least one moment for each player in the team. And that's what I really like about the series. It's like, it's not one of those series where they'll be like, okay, let's put all the focus on the main characters, just give like one or two moments for the other members, and that's it. They don't brush them off like that. It's why I love sports anime in general, because they don't focus it too much on the main characters. They focus it on the other members as well. That's why I like storylines like this. It just goes to show that the main character is not only is the main character important, but so is the other members. Which why I think a storyline like this just works really well. So one thing that the story provides, in all honesty, is suspense. And you would notice why I would say that, because especially when they are going up against really good teams, and you don't know whether they're going to win or not, that's the kind of suspense that keeps you watching this series. And I believe that the suspense factor makes sports animes like this excel, because we've seen it many times. You've seen it in Kuroko no Basket, we've seen it in Haikyuu. Like when I watch the volleyball matches, I don't know who's going to win. Like one risky play or one tremendous play can change the entire match. We know that. So, and it's the same thing with baseball as well. I didn't know baseball was this intense, in all honesty. Basketball, I understand. Volleyball, I was like, okay, how are they going to make volleyball intense? Well, they made it intense. And so with baseball, I've never watched baseball in real life, like real baseball matches. I've seen like a video where people are hitting home runs, but that's about it, So they've really made the suspense factor really good in this series. In terms of the storyline is always like, you don't know whether they're gonna win or not. Like they make it look like it's kind of like an equal game, or they get hammered and then suddenly they come back, the vicious comeback. It's just amazing. I love it. So with the storyline, like I said, it's a pretty straightforward storyline, but for a sports anime, a pretty straightforward storyline like this, it works most of the times. So for that reason, I give it a solid 9 out of 10, guys, because like I said, it's a storyline that actually fits the anime really well. So even though it's straightforward, it's not complex, it's straightforward and it works. So 9 out of 10 for the storyline, guys. So now that I've done with the storyline, let's go ahead and check out the second category of this anime, being art. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the second category, being art, guys. When I talk about art, I'm talking about art and animation style in the series. And I'm not going to lie, when I saw the first episode, the art and animation didn't really gel with me, if you get what I mean, in the first episode. But then again, you know, I should have known this, but it was a mistake of me to kind of, you know, judge something just by watching the first episode. You can't do that with anime. You have to give it a lot more chance, because art and animations, that has been, you know, I've seen animes back in the days which were really old in terms of art animations, but it turns out to be really good of an anime. So I should have known better than to judge it, and I guess I was wrong once again. And to be honest, once I started watching more and more episodes, to be honest, maybe it's because the story started off really slow, and I was like, so I wasn't that interested. Maybe that's this interest I had from the very get-go was probably the reason why I didn't like the art so much. But as I started liking the anime more, and certain bits in the art animations, I started to appreciate it more and more, if you get what I mean. And like I said, it just had a slow start, but as it went on, man, they picked it up really well. So I gotta say, the art animation, it was good. It's really good, especially during really intense baseball matches. So like this, like sometimes I think there was this part in the series where Sedo ends up going to the finals. They go up against like a monstrous team, and I gotta say, the art animations was beautiful, especially when Saomura ends up pitching. And there's another guy in Saomura's team that is actually pretty much at ace level. Like, he's an ace pitcher. He's from what I saw in the anime, he's the current ace pitcher, and his name is Furia. And my god, when Furia pitches, it looks like he's like it just strikes you like lightning. When he throws the ball, I get really scared when he throws the ball. The man throws the ball like a beast, alright? When you see Furia, you would understand why the art animation looks really cool when he does it. And so does Saomura. You know, Saomura does progress at such a fast rate sometimes, and that's because of the rivalry he has with Furia. Furia, like I said, is an absolute beast as a pitcher, and to be honest, he's really good as a batter as well. As a batter, he's actually really good. So like I said, the artwork in some of the characters when they get into really intense situations, it's just amazing. So, you know, even though I had this disinterest at the start, and that led to me not appreciating the art as much, when I started liking the anime more, I went, yeah, the art is actually not that bad. It's actually really good. To be honest, however, with other sports animes I've watched, yeah, this does look a bit pale to comparison, but it still has some pretty cool moments in terms of animation. But I've definitely seen better, like Haikyuu, for example. Once again, I know I'm bringing up Haikyuu again and again, but Haikyuu had some amazing art and animation in a lot of moments, and so did Kuroko no Basket. So like I said, the art animations I have no complaint with. It's actually good. It's actually much better than I thought. Once I started appreciating the anime more in other areas, the art was actually pretty good. So, but it's not like, what do I say, eye-popping. It's not like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, eye-popping and whatnot. So, all the art styles isn't that like, you know, like instant eye-catching. You know what I mean? I know I'm comparing them, but I just can't help it. You know, there are other sports animes, so obviously sorry to compare them, but it's still pretty decent, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10, guys. Art and animation, 7 out of 10. Like I said, it's decent, it's good. Like I said, they have some good moments here and there, but it's not like eye-catching level compared to other sports anime stuff too. So overall, I give it a 7 out of 10, guys. Alright guys, so we get on to the next category, which I believe is one of the best categories for this anime, and it's sound. Guys, when I say the sound category, when it comes to the sound category of this anime, it was flawless. It was absolutely perfect. Why? Because, guys, I gotta say, I don't know which is the let me check which studio did this. Which is the studio that actually made the sound? Okay, I think it's Madhouse. Okay, so it's Madhouse that did it's Madhouse Studio that did, I guess, it's the sound department and whatnot for for Diamond No Ace. But like I said, this studio, whatever they did and how they came to this conclusion of making these sounds and whatnot, it perfectly fits the anime well. Like, they somehow know how to perfectly fit the background music to whatever specific scene that comes by in this anime. Whatever scene that comes by, the music is always like, it's always perfect. Not only is it perfect, but it sends you chills sometimes. Once again, let me give you an example. Whenever, let's say, someone throws a ball to the mitt, so when someone pitches the ball to the mitt with like a very fast ball, like a really quick fast ball, the sound effect it gives off, it sounds like, it just gives a resounding noise, and it's just like it just does it so well. Or the background music when someone's going to pitch, and the chills it gives you. Like, the players in the animes, when the pitcher comes in and they give that intense pressure onto the batter's like, yo, that intense pressure, it's scaring me. It scares me, and I'm just watching it, guys. They just give that kind of effect. Like I said, let me talk about Furia. When Furia throws the ball, like I said, I know I'm talking about Furia, but if you guys have seen the anime and watching this video right now, you probably know why I'm talking about Furia a lot when it comes to like the sound effects, the background music of when Furia pitches. It's just that good. When Furia throws, like when he throws a fastball, it sounds like it sounds like fucking thunder. It's like when it's like he's busting through a wall, like with that fastball. The sound that it makes, it's disgusting, guys. That goes to show how much power Furia has when he does pitch the ball. He doesn't have much control. His control definitely needs work in the series, but when it comes to the speed and power, it's just ridiculous. And that sound, when they do, the sound that they give off when Furia pitches, it's perfect, guys. And just like that, the opening and the endings, the opening music and the ending music are always very good. It's kind of like a really morale boosting opening and ending, I gotta say, in all honesty. I gotta say, it's just really good. Like I said, whatever scene they come across, the sound effect and the background musics that they put into this scene is just perfect. So just for that reason, I have to give this a 10 out of 10. I don't know whether you guys would agree with me, but like I said, it's one of the best qualities about this anime, the background music and the sound effects that they give off with certain things. Like even when someone bats the ball, when the bat and the ball makes contact with each other, makes up a sound, and the sound effects when things get intense and whatnot, it's just perfect. So I have to give this a 10 out of 10, guys. 10 out of 10, hands down. Alright guys, so we come to the next category, which is also a very good category, I would say. So in fact, I would say it would be on par with the sound category, which I gave 10 out of 10 of. So you guys will probably realize that this category is going to be very good as well. I gotta say, all the characters in this series are very lovable and memorable. Like, you'd always remember each character by at least one event that happened in the series. That's what makes this anime so good. They did the same thing with Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket. You'll always remember each of these members, each of the members on those animes by a certain moment, and this anime does the same. So let me talk about a few characters. I'm not going to talk about all of the characters because otherwise we'll be here sitting for fucking hours. So I'm going to give you like the main characters that stand out the most out of it. Like I said, they gave everyone spotlights, but I'm going to talk about the characters that were really important in the series. So obviously you start off with Samura, who's the main character in the series. Very loud and cheerful guy. He does so he's basically the left-hand pitcher in the team, and it makes him a unique type of player because first of all he's left-handed, and second of all he has a very peculiar pitch that like I said, when he pitches, his fastball actually ends up moving to a certain direction that makes it hard for the batter to hit properly because they don't know which way it's going to turn, or when they go up against someone for the first time, they don't even know something like this would happen. So he has a really peculiar pitching form, you would say. His form is really weird that the batter who goes up against Samura would have no idea how he's going to pitch the ball, you know? So, but he isn't the type of main character that is like a prodigy from the start. When you look at him at the start, he's got a really unique pitching form, but he's got a lot to work with. He's got a lot of areas to improve in, so he's not the kind of character that's like super talented from the start. He actually, he's not one of those characters where throughout the middle of the game when everything seems lost and whatnot, he suddenly just powers up and starts throwing like ridiculous balls. It's not like that. He's the type of person, it's the type of main character that actually gone through a lot of struggles. He's gone through a lot of struggles. Even in this team he struggled a lot, but he slowly but surely trained hard, gained new skills, gained new pitches. Yes, he does end up learning new pitches, and I gotta say guys, it was amazing, like the progress that he's made, and he's climbed his way up to the top to be one of the best pitchers out there, and people actually start recognizing him for who he is. And that's, it's not, other teams when other teams start to recognize you as a threat, that's when you have improved. And during the series, more and more teams start to recognize him. They'll be like, oh shit, it's Samura there. Samura, yeah, watch out for his pitch, yeah. His pitch ends up moving at various different directions. You need to watch out for his pitch. And when other teams start recognizing you and they're like, okay, you need to watch out for this guy, that's when you know that person has improved a lot. And it's the case with Samura, and like I said, I really liked how they built him as not like the OP main character as we would normally see. He's actually the main character that actually works his ass off, which we don't get a lot in sports. We always get a lot of that in sports animes actually, because like I said, sports animes, like I said, they really do give a lot of time for it. You notice that sports animes have quite a few series and quite a few episodes because they need that time to develop the characters and whatnot. And I feel like sports animes always does it the best. When it comes to genres, sports animes does things really well. They handle things really well, I gotta say. At least the sports animes that I've seen so far. So that's one character. Someone is the main character. Furia is the main character's rival for the ace pitcher spot. Ace pitcher basically means the best pitcher in the team. So the one that's rivaling Samura right now is actually Furia. At first glance, he seems like a character that who's calm and collected, and a total badass. Like I said, his pitches, like I said, is ridiculous. His pitches have such power and speed, but it hardly has control. So after a while, he does lose control, and that's because his stamina is not as good as Samura. Like I said, his stamina is his main weakness, so he definitely had to work on that as well. So obviously, even though Furia is like the monster of the team, and then by the second season, he does wear the ace number for the team, he still does actually have to work hard for it as well. Yes, like I said, he is calm and collected, at least from first glance, but as the series goes on, they end up showing Furia as some kind of idiot as well. Like, when I say idiot, it's not in a bad way, in a funny way. That makes that makes the audience love him more because of the idiot that he is. The things that he does, it's pretty funny. And obviously, and he can't even, believe it or not, guys, as good as he is, he can't catch a simple ball. So he can't catch when someone throws a ball at him, he can't catch it. They show like a lot of moments where he goes to catch the ball and he just either hits off the mitt and falls off, or it hits his head. Like, it's one of those moments. Like, Furia is that kind of person. So it's pretty funny. Like, Furia as a main character's rival, like, they do give off a lot of, but it's not like the rivalry isn't unhealthy and whatnot. It's actually a healthy rivalry because they are on the same team. So obviously they can't have a lot of friction between them. They work together and whatnot. So I like that part. Miyuki is the one with the glasses. As you can see right at the front right here, he is Miyuki right there. He is the genius catcher. Now he's the catcher for the team. If you guys have watched baseball, there's always someone there to catch the ball that the pitcher throws. So when it comes to personality, he's the exact opposite of Sawamura, except the fact that he's pretty much cheerful himself. He's very intelligent. He is the brains of the team. Really? Would I say he's the brains of the team? I wouldn't say he's the absolute brains of the team, but he is very intelligent. Given that he's probably one of the most intelligent people in the team, which is why people tend to say he's like a genius catcher and whatnot. He always brings out the best of the pitcher, because I think when the catcher and the pitcher's there, I think they call it a battery in the anime itself, at least. And Miyuki, no matter who's pitching, he always brings the best out of that pitcher, and that's what makes Miyuki the genius catcher. Makes sense, right? He's always smiling, laughing and whatnot, but obviously at times when he feels down or there's something going on with him, he always has that personality of smiling in the outside so that other people don't worry about him. But there's also points in the anime where he does have a bit of a dark side, but I guess it's not too much, but he is otherwise a great player, I gotta say. A lot of moments with him as well that makes him as good as he is. So there's Miyuki. So yeah, those are like the three characters that comes to mind right now as like importantly. So like I said, all of the Seto players play an important role in the show at least once or twice. They all have very unique personalities as well, and you grow attached to at least one of them during this entire series. You're gonna end up going attached to at least one of the characters. That's what I like about it. So just for that reason, I give the character category 10 out of 10 once again, hands down. It's on par with Sound, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Please comment in the section below. Okay, we're gonna get into the last category of this anime, guys, and that's in terms of enjoyment levels. When it comes to enjoyment, whenever I'm watching an episode of Diamond No Ace, I'm always looking forward to it. I thoroughly enjoy watching every episode of Diamond No Ace, because even if it's not an episode where they're not playing a match or they're not practicing, so it's kind of like an episode where they're like chilling out, having a treat, a filler episode and whatnot. It doesn't. I'm never like bored. It's one of those animes because what they do is they do this. They did what they. This anime does what a lot of other sports anime does, and they mix a lot of this, lots of sports animes with humor. They have a dose of humor into, mixed into this series, and it's not like too much humor. There's like the right amount of humor, and there's also other factors in here as well. Like if there are a lot of emotional moments as well. There's a lot of moments where it's emotional, it's funny, it's sad, it's intense. There's a lot of moments in there where it fits well in each situation, and it's the right amount. They don't force it upon you guys. They don't force the humor on you. That's what I like about the series. And there's also certain parts of the series where they put cliffhangers, and I just go into the next episode straight away. And obviously that's what makes this anime very enjoyable. And yeah, so for that reason, I enjoyed every episode of Diamond No Ace. I don't think I will ever say that I didn't like a Diamond No Ace episode, let's be honest. So for that reason, I give it, I don't know, you know what, I give it a 9 out of 10. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. The reason why I'm saying it's 9 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 is because, I would say, is because I don't know whether it was the first season or the second season, but they dedicated a few episodes. I think it was the second season, I believe. It was when the TV report. There were like a few episodes where the TV reporters had to write a report of the baseball tournament, and therefore they had to. Those 2 episodes were basically dedicated to reenacting the baseball tournament, which I already watched. It wasn't boring, like I said, about reenacting there. I did end up skipping most of the episodes of those reenacting matches because I've watched them already and in detail, so I didn't watch it again, so I skipped them. So I don't know, that sounds like a pretty naff reason if you want me to be honest, but I'd give it a 9 out of 10, guys. Solid 9 out of 10. So yeah, without further ado, now that I've spoken about all 5 categories, let's get to the overall score of this anime. Alright guys, now that we spoke about the 5 categories being story, art, character, sound and enjoyment levels, we now go ahead and give it an overall score. Overall score, I'll give this, it's going to be pretty high anyway, so I'm going to give this a 9.4 out of 10. A 9.4 out of 10, guys. I would, any sports animes fans out there, any sport anime fans out there who haven't watched this series, I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely recommend it to anime fans in general because, like I said, this was one of those animes which they really handled everything well. Like I said, sports animes always handled very well, at least from what I've seen. Like whether it's Hajime no Ippo, Kuroko no Basket, Haikyuu, Carpeta. Carpeta is a Formula 1 anime, which I watched and that was really good as well. Ace and now Diamond No Ace, they always handle sports animes with the utmost care because, like I said, it doesn't only focus on the main character, it focuses on a lot of other characters, especially if it's a team sports anime, and I love it for that reason. So I would recommend it to anyone who's a big anime fan to watch Diamond No Ace if they haven't, especially people who are interested in sports animes, of course. Like I said, I've never watched a baseball match before in real life, so I didn't know what it was going to be like when I started watching this anime because, like I said, I've watched the likes of Haikyuu and whatnot, so they were really good animes, and I heard a lot of people saying Diamond No Ace is a really good sports anime, so I was like, alright, let's give this a try. So obviously I might have been a bit skeptical because, like I said, I've never watched a baseball match in real life, so I don't know how they're going to make a baseball anime intense. But my god, it was intense. It was definitely intense. Even if you don't know anything about the baseball match, you basically get a glimpse, a grasp of how the baseball match works, really. To be honest, if you haven't watched it, I would recommend you guys watching it, to be honest. It's like, to be honest, if you just sit down and start watching the series, you would be able to marathon at least one season. Let me see how many episodes it has, though. Like, I think episode 1 had like 50 episodes, and Diamond No Ace. Let me just check this out. Wow, I can't seem to find it. Ace of Diamonds. Let me see if I can see. Let me just go to. Let me just do this. Okay. Boom. So season 1 has 67 episodes. Season 1 has 67 episodes, and then no, wait. How many episodes does it actually have? No. What am I on about? I'm so bad. Season 1 of Ace of Diamonds has 75 episodes, and Season 2 has 51 episodes. And then there's 5 OVA episodes, which gives a lot of insight into some of the characters and how they joined Seido and how their life instead of when. So yeah, I would say you'll be able to marathon through it pretty easily. Like I said, with my schedule, it just took me a really long time. So like I said, I really enjoyed the series. I now give it a 9.4 out of 10 overall. So that concludes my DRP anime review. Finally, I'm sorry it took so long, but hope you guys it was worth it. What do you guys think of this anime? If you guys have seen this anime, what do you think of it? Put it on the comment section below. Be honest, guys. Be honest. If you guys liked it, say you liked it for what reason. If you guys didn't like it, then tell me you didn't like it and for what reason, guys. I'm excited to see your opinions on it as well. So on that note, I'll end the video right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching my DRP anime review on Diamond No Ace today. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, then be sure to smash the like button, comment, share, all those good things to see more content on me doing more DRP anime reviews like this in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and join the DRP guild today so you won't miss a single video from the channel, guys. Whether it's gaming videos, whether it's reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. As always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out. Have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next DRP anime review. However, I'm not going to stop the video right here, guys. I'm going to show you a short glimpse of what I'm going to watch next. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, which anime will be coming up on the DRP anime review next. So here's a small clip right now, guys. Boom.
迷宮都市オラリオン、ダンジョンと通称される壮大な地下迷宮を保有する巨大都市。
未知という名の興奮、輝かしい栄誉、そして可愛い女の子とのロマンス、人の夢と欲望、全てが息を潜めるこの場所で、僕は一人の小さな神様に出会った。
どのファミリアにも門前払いだった冒険者志望の少年と
構成員ゼロの神様が果たした運命の出会い。
これは少年が歩み、
女神が記すファミリアミース。